guys flying across the screen weren't going to save us. It was up to athletes soaring through the sky and slam dunking. Athletes became our superheroes, and it was up to them to save us, protect us, give us a voice. Muhammad Ali, John Carlos, Colin Kaepernick, Tommy Smith, and Jim Brown, to name a few. So when an athlete protests the state of the world, he's seen by many as an ungrateful dumb jock, lucky to be a millionaire for playing a stupid sport. But when we look at an athlete protesting, what we see is our superhero attempting to save us again. My brother Michael is continuing the battle of the supers before him. Wow, my brother is a superhero. That's some pretty cool shit to say out loud. I am proud to know that my brother is one of the supers that the minority youth and communities can trust to fight their fights, give them voices, and do his best to protect them. I always knew Mike would be a superhero because, for as long as I can remember, he's been my personal hero, saving me so many times over the 30 years we have spent together. I'm old enough to fight my own battles now, and I've discovered my own superpowers thanks to him, so I don't mind sharing him with the world now. I mean, who couldn't use their personal superhero? A couple things you should know about this superhero if you dare choose him to be yours, as I did for most of my life. He can't fly or hold his breath for extremely long periods of time, although he can swim. He doesn't drive an invisible plane or have X-ray vision. He can't disappear, turn big and green, or shoot spider webs from his wrist. Shit, I am starting to rethink this whole thing. I mean, what can he do? He's more of a blank man than Batman. To be honest, Mike had no choice but to be a superhero because our dad was the original Mr. Incredible, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So what is Mike's superpower? It's his unfiltered voice and ability to make people uncomfortable. If you ever sat at a table with Mike, you'd begin to feel uncomfortable before the waiter could deliver the appetizers. I mean, the guy wastes no time. He's the dude you have to warn your guests about before coming over, like, hey, my bro Mike is a great guy, but there's no telling what the fuck he is going to say. But if you listen, he has a lot of great thought-provoking things to say in between the jokes about your hair, shoes, or teeth. So guess what? This is your warning. Ain't no telling what the fuck he's about to say. Enjoy being uncomfortable. Waiter. Martellus Bennett, January 2018. Preface. The sit-down. On fear. I couldn't see another hashtag Sandra Bland, hashtag Tamir Rice, hashtag Walter Scott, hashtag Eric Garner. The list goes on and on and on. At what point do we do something about it? Colin Kaepernick. It was our first preseason game in 2017. I couldn't even tell you who we were playing because the thoughts in my mind were like cars smashing into each other with screeching tires, broken glass, and blood on the streets. I was thinking about American Nazis marching in Charlottesville and the young woman who was killed. I was also thinking about Charlena Lyles, mother of 4, pregnant, who called Seattle police for help, and they shot her to death with 7 bullets, 4 in her back. I was thinking about my friend Colin Kaepernick, denied a job in the National Football League because of his protests against racism and police violence that he staged during the national anthem, the stand he took for equality and justice. I was thinking about my mom, a teacher for over 20 years who taught me to question everything. I was thinking about the gap between what we are taught the flag represents and the lived experience of too many people. I was thinking about all of this, and as the anthem started to play, I sat down. There was no way I could stand for the national anthem, and there was no way I would until I saw this country take steps toward common decency. By not standing, I wanted to honor the founding principles of this country, the freedom of self-expression, liberty, and the equal opportunity to pursue happiness, and challenge us to try to reach those goals. I wanted to use